Because we have come back to Canada for the holidays, we'll start with a little bit of Pierre Poilierve doing the rounds on breakfast television. I once hosted breakfast television. I don't think they're going to invite me back anymore ever again. From a post of a man named Andrew Perez. I'm not putting anybody on blast here. I'm just, I'll criticize on Twitter. I'm damn well going to criticize on my show. Principal, Perez Strategies, political commentator, and liberal strategist. That tells you everything you need to know. Freelance writer, nonprofit board leader, Fife House, CASP_CA, he, him, in case anybody had any doubts. Gotta add the pronouns. Oh, is he? Hold on a second. Why does he look like he's on breakfast television? Anyhow, either way, he put out a tweet and he's calling Pierre Poilierve a misogynist. I'll read you the tweet before we watch the video so you can understand just how unhinged everything is. In order to have an assessment of reality, you have to get your info from everywhere and then do your best to piece it together. It's really disgusting to see the misogyny Pierre Poilierve hurls at talented female journalist Karen Ciolin in this interview clip simply for doing her job. Misogyny. Okay. Wake up, Canada. This man has a consistent 20 to 25 point lead in public opinion polling. We can't allow PP to win in a sweeping majority and reshape Canada in ways that won't be easy to reverse. If he's got a 20 to 25 point lead in the poll, I don't know if you're right or you're wrong. Maybe you want to think, why is that the case? You made an accusation of misogyny. I'm all ears, Andrew. Let's hear this horrid demonstration of anti-woman misogyny. I don't know if there's any other type of misogyny. That might be what we call a neoplasma misogyny. Let's hear Pierre Poilierve being a misogynist.
These programs, well, the pharmacare program hasn't given out a single jar of medication, a single pill. The so-called dental care program, according to the government's own numbers, has not helped 97% of people.
Well, no, 1 million Canadians, more than 1 million Canadians have access to that program, have received coverage to that program. 89% of dentists in this country, according to government numbers, 89% of dentists in this have signed up for the dental care program. Would a conservative government...
You should have said more than 1 million have signed up for it, not have received benefits, just if we're actually parsing words. But bear in mind, people, this is not a debate. This is breakfast television inviting Pierre Poilierve on. And as far as I'm concerned, this journalist, man, woman, black, white, Asian, Jew, whatever, is talking over him. Period.
Those programs. Would a conservative government cut the dental care program? Can you tell the 1 million Canadians who are right now receiving coverage under that plan whether or not they will continue to have coverage under a conservative government?
So first of all, you've revealed your own bias in simply accepting government propaganda. We don't know how many people have actually benefited from it. Is that just because you say so, sir? Is that just because you say so? What evidence or data do you have that we cannot trust those numbers?
Good question.
Oh, where do you want me to start? You could start with Monday. Were you awake on Monday? Their deficit was 55% bigger than they said
23 billion
8 months ago.
Over the 40 billion.
So we can't trust what they say on financial numbers. Their carbon tax was not supposed to go above 11 cents.
And then it goes on. By the way, did anybody notice any misogyny there? Oh, were you awake on Monday? He wouldn't have said that if she were a man. And by the way, the sophistry. I don't know what, if signing up means having received the benefits. I'm not sure that it does mean that. But on the one hand, you can be a little, play both sides. If her number is that 1 million people have signed up for it, that doesn't mean that 1 million Canadians have received coverage under the dental plan for which they've signed up. And that's assuming you believe the numbers. I mean, how dare anybody believe anything the government says? They projected a budget of $40 billion deficit. And they were at $63 billion the day they were supposed to give their fiscal update last week. And then Chrystia Freeland resigned. Quick break from the video for a word from our sponsor, Chuck Norris. Peeps, have you wondered what happened to the legendary Chuck Norris? I saw a video of him recently and I was shocked. He's in his 80s, still kicking butt and still staying active. What's even more shocking, he's stronger, can work out longer, and has plenty of energy left over for his grandkids. He did this by making just one change. He says he still feels like he's in his 50s. His wife even started doing it and she's never felt better. She said she feels 10 years younger, her body looks leaner, and she has energy all day. Chuck made a special video that explains everything. Make sure to watch it to the end by going to chuckdefense.com/Viva or by clicking on the link in the description below. It will change the way you think about your health. Once again, it's chuckdefense.com/Viva, defense with an S, or click on the link in the description. Just a reminder that the legendary Chuck Norris is a whopping 84 years young, and he still has more energy than 99% of Americans out there. He did this by making certain changes to his health and focusing on 3 things that sabotage our body as we age. Watch his strategy by watching the video, chuckdefense.com/Viva. Back to the vlog. And now Justin Trudeau is basically done. He's basically done. The second they get back from Christmas break, they are going to trigger a new election, declare they're going to vote and pass a non-confidence vote, because now they have the support of the NDP and Jagmeet Singh. We'll get to that in a second. But not only was there no misogyny in that, to suggest that you have to go kitty gloves on a journalist because she's a woman is misogyny, you idiot. It's the low expectation. What is it now? The soft bigotry, or just bigotry of low expectations. Oh, she's a woman. She's a young girl. I better not be too mean on her because she might cry. That's misogyny. You treat a young woman journalist like you would treat Walter Cronkite. He's dead, but I think he's dead. Is he dead? I don't know. Not the slightest bit of misogyny. But you can say the accusation and then the word stays, much like the wrap-up smears, where you throw out the accusation, other people report on the accusation. You look up Pierre Poilierve breakfast television now, and you're going to see all of these government-subsidized propagandist outlets repeating the lie and making truth of the lie to the point where smooth-brained idiots, although he's a liberal strategist, so he's just a godforsaken scoundrel liar, will make truth of the lie. Walter Cronkite is dead? Okay, good. I felt bad. I mean, he has to be. If I remember him from my childhood, I'm 45 already. But yeah, so Pierre Poilierve, in as much as I don't have much faith in the liberals, not liberal, I have no faith in the liberals, I don't have much faith in the conservatives, he's good in soundbite interviews like that. And he's good at not letting these idiots get away with it. Oh, what numbers are you relying on? Breakfast television. I'm trying to Google, how much government subsidy they got from the federal and the bailout, either digital or, COVID ads, government ads. What is their level of subsidy from the federal government that they're now running the talking points on, ignoring the fact that the federal government lies through its teeth and can't provide accurate information? Hey, how much did that the budget for the ArriveCan app? How much did that end up costing? But then, like I said, when they get back over Christmas, they're done, because I covered the two letters from liberals, the Don Valley liberals, and there was another one calling on Justin Trudeau to resign. And now you got Jagmeet Singh. I keep looking at the wrong place for the camera. The camera's right there. You're looking at the stupid green dot, which is like, if I look at the green dot, I'm not looking at you guys in the eyes. I got to look like right there, look at you in the eyes. Jagmeet Singh. And by the way, this is going to be a bit of a theme, it's a bit of a theme of life. The left projects, period. A lot of people do it. It's not strictly a lefty thing, but when it comes to politics and it comes to lefties, progressive Democrats, liberals, all they do is project, and it's called the iron law of woke or lefty projection. So when you read that and you understand that, and by the way, when I make that accusation, I'm very much aware that someone's going to say Viva is projecting by accusing others of projecting. Ha, we got Viva. I'm aware. And I assess myself and say, well, I'm criticizing, let's take an example. Jagmeet Singh of being a godforsaken hypocrite. I have to say, step back. Viva, if someone were to call you a hypocrite, what would they look at? What would they draw by way of evidence to say, Viva, you are a hypocrite in that you apply different standards to others than you apply to yourself? Good luck with that, because I live with that neuroses day in and day out. Jagmeet Singh is a projecting buffoon. And so when you read him saying bootlickers for billionaires, you know that he's talking about himself. This is what Jagmeet Singh has to say. And I thought, again, it was from the parody account, because there's a Jagmeet Singh's ego or something like that. Jagmeet Singh's Hypocrisy. It's Justin Trudeau's ego. Fantastic parody accounts. Jagmeet Singh writes, bootlicker for billionaires. Why don't you tell Canadians what you were up to a week ago, Pierre? Actually, I'll do it. Oh, what was he doing? Oh, fundraising. God forbid. A closed-door fundraiser in a $17 million mansion in one of Toronto's swankiest areas. Remember the word swanky, by the way. Tell us, Pierre, which CEOs did you meet, and what did you promise to cut in exchange for their checks? Healthcare? Dental care? So appreciate the accusations. Bootlicker for billionaire, attending a swanky fundraiser, and making promises to billionaires for his political future. Okay. Some of you might not know this. Others will if you've been around the channel for a little while, because I've brought this one up a couple of times and I love it. It will never get old, and it will never stop being applicable until this POS scumbag is out of office forever. In response to that tweet, and I love it, I'm done. I'm calling assholes assholes. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Who am I kidding? I'm sorry. He's an asshole. He's an asshole. You are such a hypocritical asshole. It truly defies belief. If you don't remember this article, it's from 8 years ago, but my goodness, has it aged? It's aged like some of these custom bikes that Jagmeet has in his upscale, wherever the hell he lives. This was an article in Toronto Life called The Greatest Showman. The left has pinned its hopes on Jagmeet Singh, a charismatic leader with a taste for flashy suits and a following that should make Justin Trudeau nervous. The making of a political superstar. Swanky. Oh, he said swanky. They said flashy. This was my favorite section from this article. It's just amazing. The NDP, the New Democrat Party. This is a man of the people. Jagmeet has a taste for dandy luxuries that don't comport with the monkish minimalism of his party. He wears bespoke suits in the slim British style. His favorite is a brown tweed with cobalt blue stripes designed by a tailor in New Delhi, which he often pairs with a millennial pink turban. He owns 2 Rolex watches, an Oyster Perpetual Datejust, and a Submariner. Both were gifts. Oh, who were they gifts from, Jagmeet? Says you've accused Pierre of selling out for favors or offering favors for whatever the hell. Where'd you get these? I'm just curious. From your parents. Both were gifts. A crimson BMW coupe. I don't think those actually cost all that much, if we're being fair. A BMW coupe cost? No idea what those cost. Let's see. 2025 BMW M4 coupe. 100,000. Okay, well, maybe they're more expensive than I thought they were. Never mind. I'll skip that one. No more benefit of the doubt. I just don't know what kind of car that is. A crimson BMW coupe. 6 designer bicycles. And this is Jagmeet testifying to his own minimalist, monkish, fighting for the people, a man of the people. I have just an absurd number of bikes, he says, more than one person should have. His kirpan, a ceremonial Sikh dagger he wears under his jacket, is a steel designed by a metalworker outside Boston. Since joining Queen's Park in 2011, Singh has become one of the city's most devoted partygoers, a regular at King West night spots and gala fundraisers, at fashion shows and Raptor games. This is the asshole who's accusing Pierre of being a bootlicker for billionaires and attending fundraisers at swanky areas. I mean, when you hate yourself or when you know that you are evil, all you can do is try to look for that very same evil in others to somehow minimize your own evil and your own hypocrisy. Hold on 1 second. I love it when Viva Fry pronounces the car as a military coup. Did I say coup or coupe? It's either a chicken coop or a military coup.